So this is our day 4 on learning Cypress automation using JavaScript and TypeScript. And um, today we will talk about something, a simple web page we will create, which will include HTML, which will include CSS also, which will include JavaScript also, so that you will have a good understanding about why HTML, CSS, and JavaScript is used in a website. Okay. So this was just a quick recap. We in last 3 days, we learned about an importance of learning HTML and CSS, how much time it will take generally, to learn those things. And I have talked about how to learn it, right? Chapter by chapter from here. Quickly, let's do a practical now. Quickly. So I will pick any random chapter from here, any random chapter. Okay. So for example, I will have HTML table. Okay, HTML table. So tables are, web table. We say it web table. Okay. How table works is it's a two-dimensional array, or it you can compare it with Excel sheets. Okay, you can compare it with Excel sheets also, where you have some columns and rows, right? So for example, let's say this is your table. There are header, right? This is header. So columns maybe, right? So let's say this is ID, name, salary, age, phone number, right? These may be the columns. And you may have data. So let's say 102, 103, 111, and any random data I'm putting as of now. Okay, this is the IDs, and there may be some names. Tesh, Raja, Subhi, John, Kiara, salary. Salary can be anything, right? So just numeric value. Let's say 35, 33, 44, 56, and 12. Age can be anything. So let's say 23, 22, 34, 33, 18. Phone number can be anything, right? I'm not putting in some random number. Okay. Some random number will be the phone number, right? But this is in Excel sheet you are making. How to do that thing in website? How to do that, right? So how in HTML it works is, I'm talking about the table. How it works is, table itself is a tag. Okay, table is a tag, parent tag. Then I'm talking about some major tags only inside that. So TR is rows. Okay, TR is about rows. TD is about cells or columns. Okay, cell, real column. Okay, that's it. So if you see the example from W3 schools, so they are saying, let's say if you want to make this kind of table where company, contact, country is there, right? What you have to do is you have to create something like this, but we will create on our own way. So, but let's understand, table here is the parent tag, ending with table, there is table row, and then TH is the header. Okay, so the first row is starting here, ending here with these many headers, table header. TH is table header. Then there is second row where there are some TD. TD means now cell values, right? Now another row, something like this. Let's do it. So we want to achieve this, right? So let's do it. What we will do, opening the VS Code, let's create a new HTML file. So we'll click on plus sign here, right? Or another way is you can simply right click here, just a minute, in your folder. You can do right click, or you can do go to file and say new file. That is also fine. But what I'm doing, I'm just clicking on this plus icon. Okay, and then I'll give a name. Let's say the name is 05 table practice.html. Done. Now the basic structure of the HTML code you want, just put exclamation mark. It will give you automatically. Okay. Okay. But this part is optional, right? What you are writing inside the head, it's optional. You just start head and end head. That is also fine. Okay. So the main part is body here. In the body, let's create table. So we'll say table. Table start and end. Now we want the first row. So PR, right? Now inside that we have headers, correct? So we'll say th. Done. So in the header, what we want? So as per this, we want ID, name, salary, age, phone number. Okay. So ID, just a minute. Do it with me. You have to do it. 5 things we want, right? ID, name, salary, age, phone number. ID, name, salary, age, phone number. Great. Done. Let's save this. Let's see how it will look like, So I will right click here and say open in default browser. Oh, it's showing me, but there is no boundary. Great. There is no boundary here, right? It's showing me all the header. Let's complete it and then we will talk about the border part and all, right? As per the example given in this, it's saying table tr and then again tr and then td. So let's complete it first. Let's create just 2 rows, right? Because it will take too much time, right? So we want to create these 2 rows only. Okay. So again tr will be the again new row. So tr start and end, it's coming. Now it will be td. td. Done. So in the td, sorry. Yeah. So here the first cell value ID is, let's say, 123. I'm copying this. Yeah. So name is Nitesh. Salary is 12, let's say. Age is 23, let's say. And phone number, some random numbers. Done. We want to have another row. So I'll copy this, and the next, this is 342. John, let's say, salary is 34, age is 33, and some numbers. Done. Save it. Save it. Great. Done. Let's refresh that page. This one, refresh. It's coming. It's coming. But the problem is, what is the problem? Border is not coming. So you can Google it, how to give the borders to the table, something like that. But I believe there should be border is equals to 1. If I'll write, I don't know what will happen. Refresh. Yes. So this way you give the border. Okay. In fact, you can decide how many rows will be there, how many columns will be there. I'm not going into that part because you have to learn it on your own. It's not a difficult thing. But this is the basic structure. Whenever you see the table, in your website, right? If you will inspect it in any website, when you see a table, just inspect it. You will be able to see that there are table, there is T body, there are rows, and there are, multiple rows and header and all. Okay, fine. But but this is pure HTML. What we want is this table should come in the middle of the web page. Let's say we want this table should come at the middle of the web page. Okay, and the background color of this table should be, so let's note down what are the things we want. What are the things we want? We want uh, table should be on center. Then background color of table should be light blue. And let's do some more thing. And header should be yellow. Header should be yellow in text. Some random thing, and bold. Anyways, it's already bold. So it should be yellow color, text color. How to do that? There are multiple ways to do it, but good way is, you should create CSS file now. You should create CSS file. So what we will do, we'll click on plus sign here and we'll say my table, you can give any name, my web page style, some random name I'm giving. Okay, my web page is style. Okay, .css done. But what to do here? What to do is one by one. Let's pick the one by one. First thing, I want my table should be on center. Okay, so I am just trying. I know the rules, that's why I'm trying, right? Can I do this thing? I'll say table, and then I'm putting a bracket, and what I'll do, I'll say align, just align colon center. Okay, align, ALIGN. It is not showing me that option, but still I want to try. Save it, and okay, and you have to link this, right? See, there is no link between this CSS to your website, right? You have to link this HTML to your style. Okay, how to do that? We did it in some example, but let's Google it for the new people here. Google how to link CSS file to HTML. Okay, okay, how to link it? How to link? This is the way. So I'm copying this. In the head, you have to put. I'm going back to the code. In the HTML, in the head, we will say link rel style sheet, and the style sheet name is my web page style.css, right? So it's like my web page style.css. Save it and let's run it. So right click and say open in default browser. It's not coming. No issue. No problem. So yeah, you can, somebody's asking, can we use previously created CSS? You can use it. You can use it, but I'm creating a new one here. No issue. So that is not working. We should check it again in the Google. How to align table in center in HTML. how to center a table. So this kind of thing we want, right? So basically, no. Yeah, this one. Margin left should be auto, margin right should be auto. This is one way. There are a lot of other ways also. I'm not going into that. But what they're saying is uh, you can give your class name something and then do something. It's like this. Okay. So what they're saying is, I'll show the example. What they're saying, give it a class. So we'll say class is equals to ABC. Right? It's not like you have to give some meaningful name. You can give any name, ABC. And here in the CSS file, instead of writing stable, you say dot ABC. Dot means class name. So wherever there is a class ABC, what we want to do is, let me show you. Margin left is equals to auto and margin right is equals to auto. That you should put. Okay. Save. So this is the way to align it probably. So let's refresh this. Yes, it's coming in the center now. Great. What is our next requirement? Background color of table should be light blue. That's very easy. So here I will say background color light blue. Done. Save it and go back to your website, refresh it. It's coming. What is my third requirement? My third requirement is header should be yellow in text. Okay. So let's understand it. So wherever the header is there, right, give it a class. So I can say class is equals to header. Now you will be able to understand why developers, write something like this, right, in their code. The UI developers, they write this kind of code. Now you are able to understand why they do it, because they want to identify those elements for their own code also, right? Not for the automation purpose. So what I'm saying, class is equals to header, class is equal. This class name can be anything. Okay. I am giving some meaningful name basically. And here, what I will do, I will say wherever there is a dot header, right? Then the rule should be this. Dot header means again class. Okay. So by showing here, should I put comma here? No. No. Let me see the example. What they say is we talked about CSS, right? Let me go back in that example. Yeah, this one. So there can be multiple things without comma. So header is some kind of keyword, I think. That's why it is showing me error. Let me use some other, name. So probably I should say, let's say HDR. Okay, not header. I'll use HDR. Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V. Save. Okay, going back to this. And instead of header, I'll say dot HDR. Oh, still error. No issue. What we want? We want whenever there is a dot HDR, we want the text color, text hyphen, is there text color or font color? Anyways, I'm just, or let's say just color. Why to use text color or something? Color, colon, what we want? Yellow, right? Yellow. Done. I think done. Save it. Let's go to the website. Refresh this. Yes. Header is coming in yellow color. Done. How simple this is and how logical it is. Let's understand it quickly. What we did, there is some HTML code we have written. Then we had some requirement about, about look and feel part, right? So we want that table background should be something. So what we did, we we said, okay, class is equals to ABC, right? And then what we are doing in the CSS file, we are saying wherever there is a class ABC, follow this rule. It's like this. Okay, follow this rule. So dot means class, ID means hash. I'll show you that example also. So we created this. Let's say there is another thing. We want to all the, okay, let's create something else also. Let's create something else. So there should be a button. Let's create a button first. Let me create a button. So here at the end, we want to create a button. So let's do /br. So /br is like /br is changing the line. Control C, Control V, and then I want to create a button. So I will say button, done. And the button is hit me, and once you click here, something should happen, right? So let's decide first. Okay, let me save this, refresh this. So this button is coming, right? And once somebody will click on this button, it should display me something which is present at second row, second row and fifth column, right? So our requirement is, let me write it. Requirement is on click on button hit me, it should display the second row's fifth column value. Okay, we are doing some random thing, but that will be very helpful to understand everything. So hit me, there is a hit me button. Let's, because this is very small one, right? So we want to make a big hit me button, right? So it's looking very small. So pixel size we want to increase for this button. Okay, let's do that now.